Alright, so what I wanted to talk about today is there's so much going on about the illegal immigration and things going on in the United States, and I just wanted to make a point that I don't think too many people are making, and that is that a nation, in order for it to actually be a nation and separate from other nations, is laws. And this country, of course, has immigration laws, meaning that in order to migrate into the United States, there are particular laws you have to follow to be considered an immigrant. So what we have are people saying that we have illegal immigrants, which in reality there is no such thing as an illegal immigrant. There are law-abiding citizens, or those that abide by the law, and then there are criminals. So in reality, these people that come here illegally are not illegal immigrants but criminals, because they're breaking the law. Now, the purposes of them breaking the law may be understandable, because they live in poverty and they want a better life for their children and themselves and their family, which I can understand, absolutely. But I don't believe that you can defend those that are caught because they have committed a crime, nor should they be allowed to continue as a criminal in our nation, because there's no, once a person that they know is here illegally is captured, they should have no right for a trial or court case, because they're not citizens. They do not have the freedoms of our Constitution. Those are only for citizens of those under that Constitution. So in reality, what should happen is that they are sent back as criminals. And everybody who believes in laws, whether you agree or disagree with the immigration laws, should acknowledge the fact that they are criminals. And if you disagree with the immigration laws, then petition your congressmen, your senators, the president, the vice, whomever you can get to, your local political government, mayors, whatever it might be, to deal with that immigration laws that you don't agree with. But because of what's in the law book now, and the way, well, honestly, that it hasn't been enforced as it should be, there's no justification for defending people that are criminals. So why is it that we have so many people defending criminals? We have a man recently, actually two men associated with Donald Trump, and I don't believe I have to say anyone's name, everybody knows, that are convicted of crimes of tax evasion and bank fraud. I don't know the specifics of all of it, and I'm not going to argue. They broke the law, obviously, so they have to face the consequences of the laws they broke. Now, these are citizens, so they are under the law of the land, and they have to face the judgment and the whatever the sentence is, because they did break the law. Now, the difference between them and these people that come here illegally, these criminals, is that they are United States citizens, that they have rights under the Constitution, the right to a fair trial. They have that. These people that come here illegally, that do not abide by the laws that pertain to immigration, are criminals as well, but they do not have the rights of a fair trial because they are not legal citizens, and nor should they be treated as legal citizens. So we, as citizens of the United States, should either stand up and defend our Constitution, defend the laws that our representatives have established, whether we agree with them or not. They were voted into their positions and they represent the people. If we don't like them, then we need to vote them out. If there's a particular candidate you don't like, then petition, get people involved, motivate them, raise them up to oust him, to get rid of him, and a candidate that is in line with your ideology in pertaining to immigration. But because of the system that we have now, we have to all accept it. That's the laws, whether we agree with them or not. Should there be reforms? I suppose it all depends on what your ideology is. I personally am content with the fact that if you come here illegally, you are a criminal. I don't think there has to be any other laws written. That's very simple, simplistic. Just like if you steal a car, you're charged with larceny, and I'm sure they have 20 other charges that they could throw on there that really just mean the same thing. But that's the crime, and that's what you are charged with. If you are charged as an illegal, a criminal, then you don't have a charge in the sense of you get to go prove whether you're innocent or guilty. You are guilty because you are not an American citizen. That is sufficient in itself to justify judgment for that lawbreaker. So we have to really think about it. Do we want to support the law of the land, which is to keep order and civility in the United States, or do we want to support chaos, which is what happens when you just allow people from other nations to come and break our laws? Because no matter if they're good citizens, supposedly, who just come here for their families to give them a better life, as I said earlier, they're still criminals. They've still broken the law. They are not innocent people. They are criminals. Do not follow the laws of the land. They broke them as soon as they came here and crossed that border. So I cannot stand people saying that these are innocent people. Just like if I go onto someone else's property without their permission and use the things on their property without their permission, I am a criminal. I have trespassed. These people come here illegally and trespass. They do not follow the law, and further, they take things pertaining and belonging to United States citizens, jobs that are here in this country, and they take them. They have no right for these jobs because they have no right to be here. They are law breakers. And if they want to be here, then they need to follow the proper course of things for an immigrant. And otherwise, they have no business being here. So, I support the law, whether Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Green Party, whatever kind of party you may be involved in, whether you're a socialist or a conservative or any of those things. All of us believe in laws, and we have to stand up and support and defend our laws and not allow criminals freedoms. Okay, that's it for today.